tricky. It's probably just gonna, oh, no, you can kind of do that. Hey, what's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here doing another Kotobukiya statue review on the ARTFX Plus 1/10 scale Avengers Marvel Now Captain America. If you're trying to pre-order this figure, you can do that.
Big, big, big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
So I like what they're doing with the packaging over here. This box has all this different artwork of Captain America in the background. It looks very cool. I like it a lot. Got the Avengers logo on the background on the side right there. Then you have the other Avengers, Marvel Now Avengers right there. And then if you want to go ahead and read this bio, it's quite lengthy. Go ahead and pause it now. And then we get some pictures of the statue at the bottom. And then there's a drawing of Cap. And then it says Marvel Now at the top. And then not much going on at the bottom. So anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Captain America out of the packaging. This is a dope looking statue. I really dig it. Now there is some assembly required. It does arrive in a few pieces, as you can see right here, but putting it together is very, very simple, very, very easy. And I just want to get a 360 of this cap right here. Looking pretty dope. That Marvel Now look is pretty cool. I like how they've designed this so it's kind of resembles the movie version of Captain America just a little bit, but not too much, you know. And then we'll take a closer look at the shield right over here that has a little bit of added mechanisms to it, which I'm not very familiar with. I tried looking it up online, and I read the Captain America comics, so I can't actually remember exactly where that came from. But anyway, this is pretty dope, and it does have a magnetic base right over here, which we're not going to really talk about too much. It says Marvel Now right there at the bottom. You can see that, Marvel.com, and it's magnetized, and he does have two magnets right there at the bottom of his feet, so that stands pretty well. He can kind of, can't totally, oh, there he goes, he's lifting it, but it's meant to just hold Cap sturdy. But anyway, let's take a closer look at the sculpt of this thing. So here's a look at the head sculpt, and I really like what they've done over here. I think this helmet looks actually very, very impressive. I like that metallic blue paint right there. It's so shiny. It looks so sick. I really dig that a lot. Now his face does look like it has a little bit of a stylized look, but nothing too prominent. You know, it's kind of a younger looking Captain America, but not too bad or anything like that. You know, he was frozen in ice, so he is kind of forever young. That's a terrible joke, but yeah. I really like the matted look that we have on the back of the neck right over here. Just kind of knocked it over, and there is some shading. You can see some black overspray right there on the neck, which I think is a very nice subtle touch. And of course the wings are painted on there very well, and same thing with the A. And I really like the paint apps on the face too. It's kind of tricky to see because he's looking down, but they did a really good job on making this very, very clean. I like how you can see the eyes. The paint in the eyes looks very good. I like the color choice for his mouth and the flesh tone. And Kotobukiya has done something very interesting here where they've actually made like the armor, this mesh section. It's a different kind of metallic paint that they have on the helmet. I don't know how to describe it. It's just slightly different, which I think is cool because it's a little bit of a variation there, but nothing too different to the point where it's like they've missed the mark or anything, you know? I think that's pretty tight. And I like the silver paint right here for his star. It's very, very reflective and bright, as you can see. I like the sculpting work. I think it looks very good. Coming around and looking right here on the back. Yeah, pretty dope. And you have all these lines right here. This looks like it's going to be made out of more rubbery material. I guess the one part that frustrates me just a little bit is this seam right over here. I feel like this should be able to stay in a little bit more, but other than that, it's fine. I mean, at least there's actually a sculpted seam right there, so it's really not a big deal. But if you could tell, this one looks a little bit more flush than this side over here. And then we got the red and white stripes right there on the lower torso, looking very clean, and I like how these buckles look on his arms. And we have some nice black overspray, adding some texture to it, making it look like there's some shadow on there. The belt looks pretty good. I like how the wrinkles look in the pants. It looks very realistic. And again, I like that black paint over the blue. It looks very cool. I really think they did a good job with all these wrinkles and stuff. It makes it look very realistic. I guess the only thing that really takes it away from me, though, is that I think these laces should have been painted a slightly different color. I think that would have been nice. And here's looking at the bottom of the feet. They even have the boots all sculpted right there. You know, they have these magnetic pieces. I think that's sculpted nicely. And then here's looking at the back of the figure. Pretty cool. And then there's a shield. Like I said earlier, it has some parts to it that I'm not really too familiar with. I don't know if this was the story from Zola World or not, but he has all these mechanical pieces over here. I think he may have broken his arm. I'm not sure, so please remind me in the comics. I don't know exactly why there's all this mechanical parts and everything right there on the inside of the shield. It looks cool though. It's sculpted very well. He's holding it pretty tightly, and it's wrapping around his arm pretty well. So I think it looks dope. I just don't remember exactly why it's all there. Looking at the front of the shield, I think it looks great. I like this glossy paint that they had used for the red sections over here, and then the blue is made with a metallic blue paint, which is really good. It's very, very fitting. I think this is a great looking shield. The paint apps came out very clean. Now, this being a 1/10 scale, statue Captain America stands just a little under 8 inches tall. overall. And here's Captain America compared to the ARTFX Plus New 52 Batgirl. And even though they're from two totally different universes, they do stand in scale together, so I think that's pretty cool. There's also a Black Widow and Hulk from the Marvel Now ARTFX Plus line, and you can pick those up, and then they're actually going to complete the team. So later on we'll get Iron Man, Hawkeye, and Thor, and that'll complete the big 6 for the Avengers. Here's our Marvel Now ARTFX Plus statue compared to the Marvel Legends Marvel Now Captain America. Just comparing the color choices over here, you just see that this guy has that premium look. You can see the shading and all that right there on the boots. And this metallic look on the upper torso and on the helmet really makes the statue pop. So overall, I really like this statue a lot. I think it looks great. I really like the sculpt. I really like the paint choices for this statue. I think it looks very, very cool. And for being about 50 bucks, I don't think it's a bad price point at all. Pre-orders are available at Big Bad Toy Store. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, hit the like button, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out MarvelousNews.com for the latest in all Marvel-related news. I will catch you guys later. Peace.
Gave it a spark. Welcome to Articulated Comic Book Art.
That's crispy.
Iron Man, Hawkeye, Thor.